That's how I feel alive. Questions and answers. It's not my favorite episode to make. I prefer doing things rather than talking about them. But I can try. I can always try. So, question. What's the best and worst aspect of lorry driving, in my opinion? I have to say in my opinion, because we're all different. You feel differently than me, but this is my opinion. Best and worst. What's good and what's bad in it, basically? That's the question. You keep asking me often. I'm going to start with good. Why I like it. What's good in it? Good is freedom. As long as I do the job, as long as I take the load from A to B, from point A to point B in a safe manner, I don't kill anybody, the load is safe, safely reaching the customer, everybody's happy, I'm happy as well. I don't stress too much sometimes, only sometimes. So yeah, as long as the load is reaching the customer in one piece, everybody's happy. As long as my work leaves me alone, the companies I'm working for, they leave me alone. They don't, nagging me. Where are you? What you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why are you going that way? Why are you not going that way? Why? So they don't do that anymore. I think they can't really do that because they would put stress on the driver, and a stressed driver is a big hazard on the road. So nobody wants stressed drivers. So planning usually leaving us alone, as long as we're kind of good at our jobs. So going over a few roundabouts. Freedom. I can drive in unbuttoned trousers like this and nobody's gonna say anything. I can be like this all day if I want to. I can eat when I want to. I can park up where I want to, sort of, within reason. I can see the sunlight, the weather, the rain, the clouds. I can see the changes of the seasons. Before that I worked in places where I've been locked up all day long in a building and I couldn't see the sunlight for all day. I had no idea what's the weather like outside, if it's rainy, cloudy, sunny, whatever. I have not experienced anything outside of the world, and I'm really enjoying it. I like it. I can see animals, sheep, every kind of animals. That's what I like. I like the money. It's good. I'm earning 4 times more than in my previous job. I like how much confidence my job gives me, driving a big truck like this and being successful, like, you know, doing a hard delivery or whatever. It gives you such a good confidence. You feel like you can do it and you're controlling this big machine, and you know, you can see sometimes the people's eyes when they're looking up that wow. And I like that. It's a self-confidence boost. Of course, when you fail on something, or you're crushing the trailer or the unit, you feel really shit. But that happens. I feel deja vu because I already done this video once, but my new microphone didn't work, and the video came out without sound. And I have already done this video, so I already told you guys. I don't know why I'm doing it again. You should understand me without words by now. Anyway, okay, what else? Yeah, the adventure, basically. The adventure is the most important thing for me. It's like, that's why I'm keep changing jobs and you know, different types of lorry driving and truck driving, because I want always something new. I want to learn. I want to challenge myself. I want to feel scared, I could say. Yeah, I want to feel scared. I like that feeling. I like that feeling because that makes me feel alive. That makes me feel alive, especially when I've done something I'm scared of. If I've done it, that's an amazing feeling. It's kind of addictive. I'm addicted to it. I think that's the main good point. That feeling of satisfaction in myself. I can say I've done it and I came over my fears and I won. I'm the winner. And it's a training, you know. It's a training as well, because if you always try to avoid things you're afraid of, you're never gonna get that thriving feeling, you know, then that victory, that feeling of victory and success, and you know, I've done it. If you always avoid things you're afraid of, I mean, I can tell only my life. It would be boring. It would be fucking boring. So I need this. I need the challenge. I need to feel the pain. I need to feel myself scared. That's how I feel alive. So, okay. What else is good? Yeah, I'm seeing the world. In the old times, I still got the books which I was writing my bucket list, and new ideas. What do I want to see? Where do I want to travel? And I had a massive list. But of course I was working all the time for nearly minimal wage. I could never, I mean, it was really, really rare when I was managed to go somewhere to visit places. But since I'm driving, I finished the to-go bucket list because I'm seeing so many things, so many nice places. So I don't really crave for more. So jag var vi med igår till december. I love the skill to drive big things. When I was a teenager, I went to agriculture school. Agriculture. And I can show tongue gesture for others. Yeah, basically I love this thing. Anyway, when I was in Hungary, if you finish public school, you have to go to study a skill. If you're not that clever, I wasn't that clever, but you have to go to a school to learn some skills. So I went to learn agriculture mechanic 4 years, and at school I had to fix tractors and whatever machinery agriculture needs, harvest machines and trailers and whatever. I have to learn how to fix them, how to drive them, how they work, everything. So I pretty much loved it. I was driving a tractor when I was 15. I had a license. I had to reverse with a tractor and trailer. I worked on harvest. I worked in dairy with the cows, and I loved it. Just nice. It's nice to work with machinery. Nice to smell the fresh soil, not the cow. Yeah, bad points of lorry driving. I miss many birthdays, parties, family gatherings, invitations to do things. I'm not able to go to the gym like how normally people would. I don't really like gyms, but I would enjoy kickboxing classes because I've done kickboxing for a couple of years and I loved it. I just not much structure in my life. It's like always something different. I can't really predict. I know it's my fault. I mean, I could do it more wisely, but I can't concentrate that much to everything. Being out on the road, it's a kind of mental relaxation to me. Mental relaxation of the home things, the shopping, cooking, cleaning, doing errands, this and that. It's just only me and the machine, and it's nice, and the job, of course. But that's so I'm back to good things. You see, I'm crazy. I should talk about the bad things and then keep going back to the good ones. Okay, bad. I'm meeting so many different people, which is so good. Bad. Okay, I have to talk about that. So I'm missing. Oh, I'm so unfit. So unfit. I hate it. It's not like I'm, I have weight problems, because I'm not. But I'm aching everywhere, my neck, my shoulder, my back, my bum, sitting all day long. I just can't make myself do exercise. I could, but I'm not suffering enough yet. Probably the time is gonna come when I suffer enough to start to do something. But I've never been so unfit in my life like nowadays. I hate that actually, and it's due to the lifestyle and my laziness. I eat well because I've got lots of fruit and vegetables and nice fruit juices and everything, so I can't say I'm eating shit. I mean rubbish. I don't usually stop on services for food because that's crap. What else is bad? What else is bad? If anything else comes up, I'll let you know. Can you hear me, GoPro? Okay, questions and answers. There was a question, what do I miss from the home country where I'm coming from? Because basically I'm Hungarian, living in England since a long time ago. And being a foreigner or immigrant, if you like. So basically somebody asked me what do I miss from Hungary. I was 18 when I left first Hungary. I went to Germany. Then went back home and then went to live to Germany again like a couple of years later. Then moved home, and then next was Canada for 5 years. After Canada it was Ireland, and then after after Canada it was England, and then from England we moved back to Hungary. But I didn't like it in Hungary, so we moved to Ireland. So basically from Ireland I came over to here where I am now in 2013, I think, early, or 14, I'm not sure. So basically on and off I'm on the go since my 18th birthday. I didn't really live too long in Hungary to miss things, you know what I mean? But if I think about Hungary, I miss the warm summer nights when it's dark and still nice and warm. You can sit outside in the garden and it's just, nice and warm. The music of the grasshoppers in the forest. That's what I miss, basically. I see my family since I'm self-employed. I can be much more flexible with my time, and so I don't have to, take holiday. I mean, annual leave from the employer, and plan everything in advance. months, like month and month, which I'm really bad at. So since I'm self-employed, it's much easier for me to just, buy a ticket and go anywhere. Just sort of even a few days or a week. It doesn't matter anymore. I work when I want to. It's a really nice feeling. I should appreciate it more actually. So I see my family, they're coming actually to see me as well. I've got my kids in England, so what else? I don't miss the attitude of the Hungarians back in Hungary. Everybody is just so sad all the time and, so pessimistic and I don't know. They just pull you down all the time. I don't miss that. I like the money here. I can earn much more money than there. And I don't miss. I know the question was what I miss, but there is only just tiny bit of thing I miss. There's more than I can tell what I don't miss. So basically, I don't miss the corruption, bureaucracy. It's horrible in Hungary, bureaucracy. When you want to do something in an office, you most likely have to go back a couple of times to get it sorted. Because it's just not easy. I don't miss, the attitude basically. Eastern European attitude, which I don't really like. I prefer anywhere else, like in a Western country. What else? Yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. That's what I miss. The warm summer nights. That's what I miss from Hungary. Really much. I'm not a nationalist, I don't stick to a country, or I don't think one country is better than the other, or my country is better than yours, or your country is better than anybody else. It's just, every country has its advantages and disadvantages. It just I always said to everyone, my home is where I feel good. So if I feel good in a country and I can settle, I lived in 5 countries now, and I settled and I feel good, then I call it my home, and I don't really want to go somewhere else unless it's a kind of adventure. You know what I mean? If it would be like an exciting job in Canada or Australia or the USA, I would go like this, but only for the adventure, the aspects of the adventure. That's it. GoPro finish.